That sucks. Oh, man. It was just popping a second ago. Ugh. I don't even know how I'm going to take this out. I'm sorry. I don't know why it happened. I was just doing everything normally, and then all of a sudden everybody dropped off. We're kind of popping there. It told me I had 200 people, so that's a shame. But it's okay. We'll figure it out. So I don't know how to take this off. I'm going to need a wrench. Man, this is never going to run again when I take this all apart. Like, what does this side even do? Huh. I'm just waiting for people to come back before I dive back in. Because the numbers take a little while to catch up. Right now it says I have 7. So I'm kind of planning on what I want to do while this comes back. All right, people are coming back. I'm sorry. The thing just stopped. It wasn't my fault. It's on a mini truck. Good thing to do is not piece by piece if you can help it. What do you mean? To take it out as one giant single piece? That's kind of my plan. I did zero research going into this. All I did was order a kit to rebuild it. And then I was just going to see what happens. I figured how hard can it be, because everybody loves carbs because they're simple. So now I'm just, because the stream just crashed because I just don't know what I'm doing apparently. I was just looking at how I want to take it out. So I'll disconnect these lines. I'll disconnect the throttle cable. I'll get rid of the bracket that holds the throttle cable on here. And then, I don't know. I guess we'll do it piece by piece until we get somewhere. The more I look at this, the more I kind of regret this decision, but what can you do? Are the people that were in here before it crashed back in here? Should I start going again? That's the wrong one. That's the wrong what? Please enlighten me what's wrong here. other than all of it. This also reeks of fuel. Which I don't know if it's normal or not. Hose off carb. Oh, okay. Okay. I see what you're saying. All right, I'm gonna assume most of the people before it crashed are back in here, so we'll just go back. This is dumping fuel out, so I don't know what's up with that. Well, that hose doesn't disconnect from here. So I was just gonna do it off the T and lift this out. So there's that one, that's off. I'll buy this project from you for $1,000. I can't sell it. Cannot sell it. Where's your WD? You know what? I actually don't have WD-40, and I'm very ashamed of that. Also, WD-40 is not a lubricant, it's a cleaner. Which, touche, I do need to clean all this off. So I see your point. Okay. This guy off of the intake. This hose off of the top bowl. I should disconnect this, but it's not coming out. So I'm gonna disconnect it at the T. I'm gonna ignore 6'4", what is it? 6 foot 420. Sick name. The next thing I'm gonna do is take the throttle cable out. Yeah, I know, WD would have helped. But do I strike you as someone that's prepared? Weird sewing machine. It is a weird sewing machine. All right, now, this is the part that sucks, what I was saying. The Japanese screws are a different spec. So I gotta be careful to not strip this. There we go. And there we go, nice. What is this, 1200 cc? Nope. 660 cc. And then for those of you, actually, I need a drink. Also, check this out. Lady Luck is on our side. It is a Honda Acti K-Truck. Yep. All right, so for people that have never removed a throttle cable, this will be a good view. You get the tension off the cable, and the little anchor just pops out. Slide that bad boy out, close the valve. We are free of the throttle cable. That's not a ladybug? It's close enough. All right, so let's see. What actually holds this thing in? Asian lady beetle. It is an Asian vehicle, so that only makes sense. How do I want to do this? Work on the suspension, bro. These flip. I'm not gonna be driving it that crazy. I'm not worried about it flipping. And I can't flip it if it doesn't. No, you dummy, that's the name of the bug. No, the bug was a Volkswagen. That's a German car. So it looks like this is the intake manifold and the point of separation is right here along these gaskets. So to me, it looks like I need to undo that nut and undo the one down there. And we should have separation. We got 2 more hoses connected on this side. A 64 Beetle as well. That's pretty sweet. I've always kind of wanted one of those. So I hope that's all we have to do to remove this thing. We got more hoses, but I'm sure that'll reveal itself as this thing's loose all over the place. So I should get wrenches and pliers. Okay. Let's see. 12, 13, 14. And I really hope I have a decent set of pliers. I probably don't. And they're not where they should be. Ay. This will be good enough. A Harley motor in these? Yeah, I've seen people do all sorts of swaps, but if I do any sort of crazy work like that, it's definitely not going to be on one of these. This is just for when I need to conquer some extreme terrain because it's so capable and zippy. Let me put these back in here before I lose them. Why not? It's just too much work. All right, putting those back so I don't lose them. Let's just start loosening things and see where we end up. Way to spoil the surprise, D. Jackson. I was gonna park the R34 right here, right next to this. So I'm undoing this, and that's a stud, so this is gonna have to come out this way, and I don't really have the clearance for that, so we'll see how this goes. I feel like I'm gonna get lost and frustrated in the middle of this and just tell you guys good night and leave. Good luck. Oh no, I'm staying. All right. Well, that's a good sign. It's all loose now. I need a magnet because I don't know where that fell. So let's go find a magnet. All right. We're getting somewhere. Got a light. I do have a light. It's right there. And I have one on my phone. So that's the second time the stream has crashed on me, which is annoying. I like how my magnet's just picking up miscellaneous rust. That's how you know I work on all the good stuff. I bet the rubber inside that carb is rotten. Probably. I mean, we're going to find out one way or another. Like I said, I've never worked on a carb before. I know vaguely how they work, so this is going to be a really painful learning process that everyone's going to witness. There we go. So the whole thing's loose now, so that's pretty cool. Now we just need to see all the things that are keeping it on. I got 2 hoses here for the solenoid because I think it's an electronic choke. I really need a small set of needle nose pliers, but I don't have one because it's at my friend's. And also bear with me, I do this all one-handed while holding a phone, so it kind of makes the process a little more annoying. Oh, I should have grabbed a small flathead. We'll do this one. Okay. It's also really weird to be working on a motor while sitting on top of it. I just sold my 91 Acti. Why'd you sell it? Just weren't having fun with it? They're cool, they're fun. I just kind of, everything I own just gets worse. I objectively make everything worse. This was running fine till I touched it. Tried to do Kubota repower and it didn't work out. What is that? You take like a Kubota motor out of a tractor or something and put it in here? All right, these hoses might have to wait because this is really annoying. They're also really old, so I'm not trying to do that. That's fine. We got one more over here with a pristine spring clip. Kubota 1 liter, yep. Is that a common thing to do? I've never even heard of that. The only thing I'm jealous of that I do know about these things is, hold on, I gotta find a way to put this down where you guys can also see, is I think 97 onwards is not carb and it's fuel injected, which obviously I'm jealous of. You can see why. There we go. Got the spring clip off. Is yours HA4? No, it's, oh man, I don't remember. What years is HA4? I think it's HA4. This one's a 97. I think. It's been a long time since I cared about it. Taking these hoses off after I loosened this was a bad idea. And I'm disappointed in the chat for not calling me out for that. There we go, hose off. All right, this intake needs to get the hell out of the way. And then I pull this off. Something is peeing on the ground. I'm going to assume gas. I like all the dust going right into my intake. That's pretty cool. All right, I think I'm going to need 2 hands for this. So I have to put this down again. Oh. There's a coolant line that runs in this too. Did not know that. I still have a lot more I need to disconnect. Yeah, they're really capable for their size. So I need to somehow disconnect this. I'm already regretting this, to be honest. You can pinch the coolant line off at the front. Which one's the coolant line? Is it this guy? Is that coolant? No, that's not coolant. It's right next to the one I just took off. Oh, I don't know which one is coolant. It's easier from underneath. Interesting. I would have thought that doing it from the top was easier. Anyways, Mr. Handy Andy, you want to make yourself handy and kind of guide me through this? What else I need to disconnect? Better with the bed off. I don't think the bed comes off of this one. The one below that one. Is there another line down here? So there's this thing. I'll call it the red one. That is still connected. I need to get out somehow. I don't know what that's connected to. And then are you talking that big boy? Is that the coolant line? Braided line might be the fuel. Ah, yeah, that would make sense, huh? The fuel has to come from somewhere. Well, how are you supposed to undo it? Oh, that's a spring clip right there. Should I undo this red one? Should I undo the red one up here? Take the plastic weight thing off. Well, I can't. It can only go down. Well, I don't even know how it's attached right now, to be honest with you. I took the top half of it off. Let me make sure you have an empty can handy. Empty can for what? To catch the fuel? I'm regretting this. I should have done the throttle position sensor. This already sucks more than I wanted it to. How much fuel is going to come out when I pull this red line? A lot? A lot of fuel. Okay. How do I want to play this then? Because I also don't want to I don't want to make the whole place reek like fuel because I kind of have, I live up there. And I'm not the only person that lives there, so that's a problem. I did not think this through. 2 to 6 ounces. I still have, okay, I'll finish my drink and then I'll try to catch the fuel in here. And whatever happens, happens, I guess. Three streams ago, I changed the gas tank in here, so I think I can manage a carb and the amount of gas that comes out of it. Where's your oil catch pan? Well, one of them's filled with oil. The other one's filled with coolant. So I don't really want to mix a bunch of crazy fluids together because that's kind of a no-no. But yeah, that's where this dipstick is too. Well, that's where you, that's also where you fill it. Let me think. Let's do this. All right. Let's empty this thing out. Oh, what a stupid funnel. I gotta make progress here, so we're gonna empty this one-handed. Huh, kind of an interesting, No taking a break. I got people, they need entertainment. We're gonna plow ahead like there's no tomorrow. We're just gonna go forward. All right, I got an empty catch can. I'll put it underneath. It's really annoying. I have to keep hopping over this. I'll put it underneath, I believe there. I'll catch whatever fuel falls down. And then I'll do my best with this can. And then we're just gonna wing it and figure it out. Because that's the fun part. So, I'm gonna put my phone down for a second. I'm gonna prop it up. Let's do that. It's focusing on the wrong thing, I'm sorry. This has a little spring clip on it. I also wish I had proper tools. That's okay. All right. Spring clip moved. Pull this thing off. Well, I'll try to. I'm gonna need 2 hands for this too. If you have some snips handy, maybe make the opening on the top of the can bigger. I'll figure it out. I'm too lazy to snip it. Except like this stuff has been stationary in the same place for like 30 years. So none of this is gonna come out easily. So that's what's gonna suck. Ow, fuck. Stuck. Can't pull on it. This guy, that red guy right there. Not too much fuel come out, keep the hose up. That's the plan. I can't even get it out though. That's the part that sucks. Let me see if I can just loosen it a little. I don't like that. All I'm gonna do is just damage the hose. This hose has become one. This hose has become one with whatever this unit is. Pressure, no, there's no pressure regulator. It's carbureted. Whatever the hell this is. Come on, chat, do one now. I need solutions here. I don't pay you guys to just sit around. Give it a twist at the fitting. Channel lock if you can reach. Channel lock, all right. I thought the channel lock would damage it, but it's Mr. Andy, Mr. Handy Andy. What Handy Andy wants, Handy Andy gets. It's kind of hard to get in there with it. Oh, we're wiggling. We broke loose. At what cost? I don't know. We'll see if something broke. Oh yeah, it's coming. We're on fire now. All right, we'll try to catch everything in here. Oh, barely any fuel. You guys had me worried for nothing. That was the easiest thing of my life. Except my hand just reeks of gasoline. But there we go. Fuel line off. It was on that sucker. Done. That's off. What else is holding us in? We got these 2 hoses. But I'm going to yank on this thing, see what's holding it in place. So wish me luck. All right, we're partially out. Dare I say most of the way. I think I still have a hose. Yeah, I still have a hose underneath attached. We're gonna have to back this up. We're gonna have to hit the reverse real quick. We're almost there. We're almost there. We got a hose that I felt under here, which honestly I might go underneath to get. I'm just gonna squish this intake out of the way. Let me go take a look from underneath. So this is the first time. Well, yeah, I know I got the two hoses on the side, but they're stuck. And I can't get a thing in there. But, all right, if you guys are saying it, I'll remove it before I do everything. But for the first time, I actually can crawl underneath and don't have to lift it up. Ow. Oh, yeah, good placement. Look at that, I'm a genius. Where are we looking? So we're underneath it. I just hit my head so hard. This, what is this, distributor? Something to do with the intake. That's covered in oil. That's no good. But we move our way backwards here. I'm very sorry about this angle. This is our intake. I think the hose I was feeling is this red wire. I just don't know what it attaches to. But there's enough slack where I can pull it out, so I won't worry about it for now. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to remove the carb. I have to crawl. I'm sorry, guys. Bad angle. Oh, I did the stupid thing too, where I didn't wear glasses underneath, so I got dirt in my eye. But I have to do it for the internet. Okay, we'll focus on those two hoses, and then we'll pull it out and see what's keeping us. Yeah, I'm working on the hoses, yeah. Relax, everyone, I got it. So I'm gonna need two hands for this operation. So I need to prop my phone up somehow. So bear with me. That's a pretty good front row view if you ask me. All right, so okay, that's not gonna work. All right, one-handed it is. So let's get this spring clip out of here. Sweet. Let's pry on this guy. My eye is still so messed up. I had a bunch of dirt fall on it. come on. I just need to break it loose. I do have a, hold on. I have a little pick that I'll try to get it to separate. Try to use this guy. Get it to separate from the metal. I didn't think removing the carb. Handy Andy's leaving. Guys, we're doomed. The run is dead. We're gonna have to hit restart on this. Well, thanks for your help, Handy Andy. I hope I make you proud and get this thing going. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to separate the metal and the hose. So I can actually pull it off without damaging the hose, which will be the magical part. All right, let's see if that did anything. Would you do what you did on the... All right, everyone. I'll do it in a second. Just let me breathe. You guys are suffocating me. This relationship is not giving me any space. That won't work, bud. I also hate being called bud. All right, I'll do what I did on the other one. You guys are always right. Oh, thanks, Handy Andy. Boys, the run is back. The run is not dead. All right, we're gonna get twist motion on her. Oh, that was full of coolant, but it worked. It's the smartest group of people I've been around. I love all of you. You guys are the smartest people on earth. I take back everything I said. I didn't mean to lash out. This one sucks for a whole different reason. I can't get to this stupid clip. I just need to twist it around first. I'm sorry if I'm not aiming the camera the best. There we go. Oh, we are so back. The old channel lock twist. What a move. I feel unstoppable now. I don't even care if coolant's spilling all over the place. All right, boys, we're gonna give this thing a yank. We're gonna give the old tug. Let's see where we're at. Stupid plastic cover. It's so close. Something's holding it. Well, a couple things are. Like you. And whatever electrical connection is in here. Sweet, that's free. What's in the way? This stupid shifter cable's in the way. you are in the way, and you are in the way. All right, we got 2 hoses on the bottom that need to come out. Oh, we got a couple things that need to come out. Hold on here. Let's think about this. Chat. What do we think, chat? Do I disconnect at the source or do I disconnect from the carburetor? What do we think? I'm just thinking at the source so I can get this thing the hell out of here. But I did unhook the throttle at the source. All right. I saw 2 people say source. That's what I'm doing. All right. Green electrical cable unplugged. Other one for the solenoid unplugged. Vacuum line on the T. Not coming off. Not a problem. I got channel locks. Just make easy work off of this. Oh, that's not working that well. Let me just separate that real quick. There we go. That didn't work. Fucking let go. Jeez. This thing is stubborn. It's coming off like a millimeter at a time. All right, electrical connections. We got one more line off of T. Over here. I lied, we got one more line. That came off really easy. Now we pull this thing out. I got something that's still stuck. Oh, there's that fuel. There is that fuel that's in the bowl of the carburetor. It already all came out. That doesn't matter. Red line. I have no idea where that unhooks. So that's an issue. I still got so much fuel coming out. So we got red line and electrical connection left. Hold on, I gotta read this chat. I put the phone down for a while. All right. At the source, okay. Cuticle cleaners would actually fit nicely to pull it out. Disc from carb if you can. No big other way. I have no idea what you mean. Those gloves are annoying. They aren't helping you at this point. Yep, I agree. All right. I do agree. All right, electrical connection needs to come off. There we go. Now we just got 2 more electrical lines. Nope, 1 more. This red line. Which, all right, cool. I don't want to leave you guys hanging, and I'll show you. Also, the odds I remember where all those connections go are pretty much 0. So that's going to be fun, but that's a problem for future me. Last line, this red line, loops down underneath. Goes to whatever this is. So it looks like it was repaired at some point. And then it loops onto this plastic canister. I know, that's kind of, I can't tell you how many times I've gone back and rewatched my videos. It's been a lifesaver for me, honestly. So theoretically, I should just be able to pull this off, which, like, they have these like weird safety clips on it. It's the weirdest thing. Here, I'll put my phone in there. Oops. Right there. That's probably some like dumb emissions device. Oh yeah, you know what? I probably will just take this plastic off and disconnect the red thing in there. But first, let me take these gloves off because they're not doing anything anymore. All right. This plastic piece is held on by 1, 2, I would imagine more than 2, but I guess 2 bolts. So let's get to it. I'm gonna guess 10, good old 10. Nope, looks like it's an 8. And I do not have an 8. I must, yeah, I do. I'm an idiot. Can't you take that? Yes, I can. That's what I'm doing. There we go. One-handed, like I said, so bear with me. Oops. Odds they come out without breaking. Oh man, if you've ever watched any of the other videos I have, you'll know that I have caveman hands that break bolts. So the odds are very slim. Let me set this bad boy up here. Did not break. Now the one on the bottom. In true Asian spirit, I'm squatting down while working on this in the bed of the truck. All right, 2 came out. Does that mean the plastic separates? It does, kinda. This fuel line's keeping it in place, but that just slides out. There we go, then we get to the source of this other red one. Of course, it's a spring clip, but it's facing the wrong way. Why can't I get this to face the way I want? In what world do I want this facing inside? There we go. So close. Hey, there we go. There we go. I just sprayed fuel in my eye. God, this red one is stubborn. Hold on. All right. All right, we did it. And Handy Andy, thank you. Thank you. All right, can we liven this up? Can we get some emojis? Can we get fire emojis? Can we gas me up? We did good. Just got to clean that up. Can we get something? Can we get reactions? Thank you. I need a rag. What am I doing? That's a very valid question. I don't know what I'm doing. That's what should be evident. You love getting high on brake cleaner? I have a funny story about that one day that I might share one day. Don't forget to put the spring clip back on the red orange hose. See, this is why I keep you guys around. You guys drop these little bits of wisdom, and that's why I keep you around. Because I would have lost that, but now I can pop that bad boy right on there. There we go. Now I won't get lost. All right. This needs to be cleaned out. Ugh, maybe I should have kept the gloves on, but whatever. Separated. All we have left is the carb, which sits in there like this. So, I have never worked on a carb or this vehicle, but I've worked on other stuff before. So I don't really know what I'm doing. Is how I would answer that question. All right. But it's almost my bedtime. So taking this apart and rebuilding it will be for another time. But what we did, for anybody that joined late, is we got a Honda Acti K-Truck, one of those mini trucks. And I've been having problems with how it runs. It's been running rich, idling bad, dying on me, yada, yada, yada. Adjustments don't make any difference. So taking the carb out to clean it and rebuild it. And we spent the whole time so far taking the carb out. Next step is rebuilding it with this kit I got. Hoping it's the right kit. Stuff a clean rag in the intake. All right. All right. We'll keep that there. If one has mechanical aptitude, self-confidence, anyone could be a mechanic. Yeah, I kind of do believe that. It is all the same. But it's just little tips and tricks and corners you can cut that really you build up over time. But that is true. It's just, you just got to do it. Especially with the internet now and all the sources. Yeah, next time we'll take this whole thing apart. It does look pretty, well, relatively clean. You are watching from KSA. Shukran. That's one of the couple phrases I know in Arabic. Bet floats are sticking in the float chamber. Okay, so a friend of mine that's more familiar with carbs, I've never worked on anything carbureted before, said the same thing because this thing will idle and then it'll die after a couple minutes. So he says the same thing. He says he thinks the floats are sticking, but I got a whole rebuild kit. So next time, a week from today, next Saturday, I'll take this thing apart, which just seems like a whole thing. And then we'll get to it. But that's all I'm gonna do for tonight. You didn't get that rebuild kit from eBay, did you? I don't remember. I don't remember if it was off a website or eBay. But it has a nice Honda logo on it, so it can't go wrong. It's Honda. Genuine Honda. See? Even says genuine. So it can't be wrong. Yeah, it is a pretty complicated carb. I think this is like the last year they did carburet, so it has an electronic choke and all that. And then they went to EFI. I think the year after this one. I think it starts 98, but someone could correct me. That being said, I'm not gonna dig into this anymore tonight. I think I'm gonna call it here. But if people have questions about this project or this project, hit me with them. I'll stay on for like 5 more minutes. Do a kickflip. Daddy's back. Daddy is back. Do a kickflip. Oh, you son of a gun. If I had a board in here, I would blow your mind right now. Actually, I don't even have space. Also change the needle in the carb. I don't think I have a needle. I'm just gonna, so my game plan realistically is I'm gonna do my best to take this apart, clean it, replace all these little gaskets, and if cleaning it doesn't work, then I'm just gonna buy a whole new carb and deal with it then. Just wish you could tag them. What do you mean by that? Also, this thing reeks of fuel in here. I'm just kind of tempted to buy a new carb, and because the odds I do this right are low, but I figured it's, once I rebuild one carb, I can say I've done it. Add that to my list of things I've messed up. Could you possibly convert it to the EFI setup? I think there are some projects where some people, yeah, you can't unless it's 25 years old, which they kind of all are. Well, these generations, they still make them to this day. I've seen some people do EFI conversion. That seems too involved and complicated and something I would just mess up. I've got, way too many other projects that are broken for me to really make this thing, to invest a lot of time in it. So that's kind of where I stand with that. But yeah, for now, I'm just gonna see if there's like a couple of YouTube videos or something on how to take this apart, and we'll figure it out. Some of these mechanisms seems like they're such a pain. Like this, interesting how it does. Just don't adjust anything. Yeah, I'll try not to. If I do, it'll be accidental. Nice. Go eat, go play pool. Enjoy your Saturday night. I'm going to go to sleep after this. That's good news, because looking at it this way seems pretty mechanically complex. All right. 8:31, 8:35, I'm out of here. So 4 minutes to hit me with any questions or bits of wisdom. Will I still kind of just stare at this thing? Start with the bottom, as in like literally flip it upside down. Oh, Jesus, look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. That's why the cardboard's there. When you say the bottom, this whole area? I guess so. That's what this gasket looks like. Yeah, I need to remember how many turns the jets take to come out and put it back the same. All right, I'll keep that in mind. I also have a feeling it just needs something's gummed up and cleaning. So actually, I guess I can, well, I already told this, but I'll come clean. This guy sat for 12 years and it had old gas in it. So in my infinite wisdom, I thought I could dilute the old gas and just put it into the truck. And that's when it started running like shit. So I think I really messed up the car by doing that. But I didn't know how else to get rid of it. I did not mark where all the vacuum lines go. That will be a problem, but I have footage of it. Put a motorbike carb instead. There is one conversion kit on eBay that some guy sells to put a motorcycle carb on it. And there's a couple bad reviews on it that make me nervous about trying it. But I might research that more, because if it's simpler, why not? Yeah, dirty fuel will do it. I know, it was dumb. I thought, well, I wasn't thinking. But yeah, I made a little mistake. Made a little oopsie. But what can you do? But I guess next time we'll take it apart and clean it. In this nice little work area. Do you have ethanol free over there? Negative. Negative, negative, negative. We got good old subsidized ethanol everywhere. You could have run seafoam cleaner, but you're this far. I did do carb cleaner from the beginning, like tried spraying it in, but it didn't do anything. I also did the thing where you rev it up and then cover it and then hope the vacuum just like sucks out whatever's could be clogging the jets. And that did not work either. But every single lazy hack job way I've tried to solve this thing running like shit. Like it still ran, it was just extremely rich. Did not work. So I figured, okay, it's time to learn how to work on a carb. So that's the full story with this one. All right, it's 8:35. Guess I'm gonna call it. A jet could have gotten damaged, could be. The secondary's gunked up, could be. I guess we'll find out what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna call it. I appreciate everyone's help. Some good tips tonight. Yeah, everyone says carbs are super simple, which I get it. It's just the Venturi effect, and there's a little float in there with the whatever, but yeah, hopefully I figured it out. Anyways, thank you everyone. Appreciate it. I'm out of here. I gotta go to bed. Thank you.